Yes, it shows live on YouTube. And yeah, so are you guys, able to check the live chat as well, right? So if you get any queries in the live chat, then we should be able to respond to those. All right, so Sushant, are you enabling your web video as well?
Video then
If you can, I can just request you
hostel
to
na
share.
so
Yes, yes, please. So when you're ready,
really
just let me know. Yeah, when you're ready, just let me know, Sushant.
okay video compulsory yeah.
Yes, yes.
Well, is it okay now?
I'm not able to see you.
I think the connection it is also fine.
Okay.
Yeah, net is also fine, Jeben.
Mhm.
Still you can't see me?
No, no, I'm not able to see. Anyways, if there is any internet issues, then we'll leave it over there. And we have few participants joining on the WhatsApp as well. And
Now, Jeben?
probably we can start. Yeah. No, no, Sushant, it's not.
Then I think net is the issue. Even the
Mhm.
mobile data is not working.
Okay. Fine. We'll start, Sushant. We'll start, Sushant. If you're ready, then just let me know. When in 10 seconds, we'll just start it. So, Sushant, very, very congratulations that you got placed. Yeah, your video is slightly visible now. Yeah, it should do the job. I hope people watching on YouTube are also able to see us live. So first of all, a heartily congratulations to you from 360DigiTMG and from myself personally. So I have known you from quite a long time from the projects as well, and I think we have done two projects together, right?
Yes, Jeben. Yes,
So
yes. Thank you.
so thank you once again and congratulations. So, Sushant, can you tell us how you plan to become a data scientist? Like, was there any influence that driven you to become a data scientist, or it just was like an opportunity that you wanted to grab? So, what was your intention in initial stages when you in the initial stages when you first completed your graduation?
Okay, first when I graduated, I wanted to go to MS, but my uncle suggested, take training as data scientist and get into the data science positions. There, there are number of opportunities, and the world is huge, very huge now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason I shifted my career towards becoming data scientist.
So if suppose if I tell you, if not for data science, then what career would you have chosen? Like, what was your any? Was there any alternative plan that you had? If this was not working out.
No, Jamil.
Okay. So
I
you
didn't consider that one.
so most probably like you were fixed in your mind that you want to become a data scientist. That was your goal path, goal post that you have set before joining this course, right?
Yes, Jamil.
Yes, wonderful. So, Sushant, if I want to you to put it in couple of sentences, like how you came in contact with 360, and or did you do any research beforehand before joining this course, and in general before join, there are multiple organizations to provide data science course and a same kind of a curriculum. There are a couple of other institutes that also provide. But why did you choose 360, and how did it helped the 360 course for data science, machine learning, and AI. So, what's your perspective on these things?
In the initial days, I researched on different institutes, but
Mm-hmm.
when I compared this institute with others, the main difference was the projects, live projects.
Mm-hmm.
In all the other institute, the assignments that we are doing in 360, they are the projects for them. There are some institutes.
Okay.
So based on that, I researched a lot and finally thought 360 would be best. So I joined here.
Okay. So that's in a nutshell, I can say that you have done your own research before joining the course of 360 that we provide, right? And you have done your due diligence of researching part and everything. Right. So when you
Yes,
joined
yes,
this course, what was your, when you gone through the tedious assignments that we have? So what was your, opinion on these assignments? Did you feel like are they very hard to do, or in initial days, like most of participants, they get scared with assignments. So what was your approach? How did you approach the assignments? And how were the trainers helpful? Like, did they
well,
give you a path?
yeah. During my training times, I couldn't understand. I understood the
Okay.
classes, but application was very tough. So
Uh-huh.
I couldn't cope up for 2 to 3 weeks. Then
Okay.
afterwards, there my batchmates, Sadam, Dharmendra, Sandeep, and Shiva.
Uh-huh.
We five
Okay.
used to work together at the institute daily on assignments. So
Okay.
we used to share all the information. Everyone will be experts in one or the other region, right? So based on
Yes,
that,
yes.
we discussed all the theories and how to do the assignments, and we completed
Mhm.
those.
Okay, so group work, teamwork helped you. So you're saying that coming to the office, working on the premises, getting the help from the team members, from the mentors, did help you,
Yes,
in some sort of a way. So
yes, yes.
was it how it worked, or working in a team, learning on your own? Was it in that sense?
In the initial days, I didn't know anything about. I listened to the classes, everything theoretically I know, but
Mm-hmm.
practical application was very difficult for me, especially. I know Python coding, but implementing it was a big task. So there, Sandeep helped me. Saddam was the head of us, so he used to
Mm-hmm.
explain us all the things.
Okay, okay. So you took
Yeah,
it step by step. I mean,
yeah.
you put yourself in one pace, and you wanted to take a step by step process, right?
Yes, Jamil.
Yes. Yeah. So coming back to our initial discussion about the course, can you tell us more to the people who are new, new into this field? What can you tell them, like how to approach the assignment? What resources they can look for in online if they have to? What more kind of a research can they do?
Regarding the research for datasets, we have referred Kaggle, and also there are many projects available in the Kaggle website. There we can get
Mhm,
some hands-on experiences.
mhm.
And
So apart
regarding
from
the
assignments, you're saying. So sorry to interrupt you. So
yeah,
apart from assignments, if they
yes, yes,
want to
yes.
do more hands-on experience, if you want to get more hands-on experience, then Kaggle is the one to go for, you're saying.
Yes, Jamil.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So, and Sushant, I have gone through your LinkedIn profile, and I found this interesting thing on your LinkedIn profile. You have this hacker rank Python certificate, I think, that you have completed. Is it true?
Yes, Jamil.
Yes, yes. Can you
Yes,
tell
Jamil.
our people watching online, so what is it and how you accomplished this Python hacker rank test?
Okay. HackerRank is a website. It's climbing up now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
there are different languages in there. JavaScript, Java, Python, Hadoop, and everything. All the languages that are there that we can code, all the languages are there. There you'll get practice questions, like around 115 questions per language.
Mm-hmm.
We can try solving all those cases. During that process, we'll learn a lot. Yeah, while solving cases, there will be three types of cases: easy, normal,
Mm-hmm.
and hard. Easy ones will be very easy to solve, and
Mm-hmm.
our capabilities, increase when we solve the difficult ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
after completing around
mhm.
yes, Jimmy.
Yeah, yeah, tell me, Sushant. Sorry.
After completing around 30 different problems, I figured out how to apply all the techniques, and I took that certificate. There
Okay.
were three problems which we
Uh-huh.
need to solve in 1 hour.
So you have taken three certificates.
No, no, no. Three questions will be there in that exam, Jamil. There will
Okay,
be three
okay.
questions given to us.
Mm-hmm.
One will be tough one, and remaining two will be easy. Like
Okay. So
it's
how
same
how
like
did
easy, medium, and hard.
hmm so this certificate, did it help you in your getting your jobs, like a data science jobs? Did it help you? I mean, whatever the practice that you have done in regards to Python. So what was your interview like at your organization? Like what kind of questions did they ask you? So can you just focus, throw some light on this part as well?
Okay. Regarding my interview, Sai Krishna was the one who took my interview.
Mm-hmm.
There in the interview, generally, first question will be like, introduce yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
there, I have introduced about myself, and I explained him all the hobbies and about my projects and everything, how I work through them and all. So he
Mm-hmm.
started going deep in the project topics.
Okay,
So
the projects
our
that you have
project
worked
was
on.
agri-magnet. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Jamil. Our project was agri-magnet price forecasting.
Okay.
So in that, our business problem was we need to predict the future rates of vegetables of Kolkata region. So
Uh-huh.
there, our team consisted of 7 members mainly, and
Mm-hmm.
there are two more project advisors, Amit and Funny. And
Mm-hmm.
we have worked on this project, and it was around 4 months. We did it.
Okay. So did the interviewer ask you all the information about the project, or was he focused on any particular topic?
He asked me methods that we have used and models that we have used. We have used Arima model, and also he asked about other models, like
Mm-hmm.
why did you use only Arima model? You could go
Mm-hmm.
to multilinear regression or regression based algorithms, right? So I have explained him on that. The accuracy was very low when we
Hmm.
tested that. So Arima was
Okay.
the best output.
Okay. So the forecasting with Arima was the one you guys had the good accuracy with.
Yes, Jamil.
Okay. So any other projects he asked you about, or was it the one project that he was, mostly interested in?
He was very interested in forecasting how we have done all the project and the deployment part. So he asked
Uh-huh.
mainly on this project.
So deployment also he asked you like what you have used to deploy the project.
Yeah, he asked me about what is Flask and how do we link it with the machine learning
Hmm.
model and the web pages. So there I explained the process and also how we
Hmm.
did what all the issues that we have faced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. So how many rounds did they have? Did they take you? Like, was it one or four?
There were two rounds, Jamil.
Mm-hmm. Two
First one
rounds, two
was
technical rounds.
yeah, first one was with the HR, and the second round was with the technical head,
Okay,
data science
technical
lead.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So he asked me all the questions about projects, and also he gave me some code to write, and I have written it in
Mhm.
according to Python language.
Okay, so he also gave you a coding challenge as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are
So
testers
this
in
coding,
every method. Yeah.
so this I would assume that this, Python practice that you have done online and with assignments, I think that might have helped you to crack this challenge.
Yes, Jamil. Those are the things that helped me a lot.
Mhm. Can you like little bit, if I can ask you to elaborate, like how was your preparation strategy and what steps you have followed while preparing for interviews? I assume that you might have given a couple of other interviews as well. So what was the difference between those interviews and this interviews? How you have improved from your first interview to all these other interviews, like this interview that you have got selected for? So is
Yeah,
there any difference that you can tell the audience so that they can prepare in that format? They can use your strategy to crack the interview. So for someone on else it might be helpful.
yeah. My first interview was a disaster. I couldn't
Okay.
speak. I couldn't introduce myself. I was too afraid to speak.
Hmm.
So I was out in the first round itself. Uh, I
Okay.
learned from that interview where I can't stumble on words. I used to stumble on words,
Hmm.
so I couldn't speak. The tension was very, very much
Yes,
in
yes.
my first interview, and then gradually I gave five more interviews. There, I learned some things. How to
Hmm.
keep speaking on a particular topic and how to introduce myself. All these tricks I learned. And then when I finally gave interview at Tech
Hmm.
Vedika,
Hmm.
it was very good.
Okay, so did you make down any notes from your previous interviews? So actually, this is most of the people follow this process of making notes of what questions in your first interview have been asked, so that you can in the next interview you can answer those questions.
Yeah, my basic drawback was I couldn't answer some methods and techniques. And
Hmm.
also I couldn't answer about DS some methods like neural networks and all in my
Okay.
second
Uh-huh.
interview.
Uh-huh.
So after that, I started preparing for neural networks and these things. So
Hmm.
that was the things.
I think if I remember, I think after that interview, I think you have given me a call, I think, upon asking how to do this preparation. If I
Yeah,
remember it correctly,
regarding
right?
yeah,
Regarding Python, was it right? I think you were
yeah,
very much
Python.
concerned about how to crack this Python. Yes, yes. I think I remember that.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was around evening time. I
yes,
couldn't
yes.
answer any question in the interview, so I thought to reach out to you since you are the closest of
Mhm.
all the mentors there.
Yes, yes, yes. We share a good relation, Sushant. I
Yeah.
so Sushant, any other insights that you want to give it to our participants, other people who are in search of job, whether it may be senior or fresher or experienced people. What is the one important thing that you would ask them to follow? I mean, whether it may be in the sense of 360 or not, but in general, if you want to give them some insights of data
Okay.
science and how you can learn, and in a few words, if you can put it.
Okay. So regarding the data science things, theory concepts everyone can learn. The methods that we learn and when we apply, the things will be very different. I learned a
Mm.
lot in my project. Basically, my second project. I was the one who was mainly involved, along with Sandeep and Dharmendra. We were like three of us. We worked together and completed our project. Everyone will
Mhm.
learn things in the classes and everything, but they can't apply. While when we come into the reality, the
Yes,
concepts that we learn and applying them is very too far difficult. So
yes, yes.
everyone should participate more actively in the project so that they'll learn different methods.
This is what the live projects those we provide. They are not like a regular dummy projects. These are actually the client focused projects that that's given to our people who are I mean our students who are doing this data science course and AI course.
Yes, Jimmy.
Yes. So yeah. So Sushant, anything else you want to add? Because I don't take your a lot of time as you're I know finished your work and you might have been going home as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
So let me
uh,
just see if there is any questions in the YouTube chat, and let's ask our coordinator Nathan or Manish if they can see any chat that is available online and or any questions that are available. So we'll take few questions and then if there is few questions, then we can answer those questions.
okay, Jimmy.
Yeah, I request team who are watching on YouTube, if you have any questions, do shoot up your questions, small or big. Do not worry about it. Whatever smallest or the small question, if you have, then do ask us so we can share you that information. So Santosh Reddy is saying, what is the best way to learn Python? So yeah, you can share your experience, Sushant, how you overcome that fear of Python. Like because we teach you Python as well, 360. We train you in Python. We do have assignments in Python. So you might have already done those. So what extra things you have taken in terms of learning Python more?
I used to watch YouTube videos, Jamir, to learn
Hmm.
all the stuff which I don't know. And
Hmm.
Hacker Rank also helped me getting my programming level up.
Okay, so you
These
used
are the two things I
HackerRank.
followed.
Yes. So Rajkumar is asking how to prepare for data analyst job. So I would like to answer that because you're a data scientist. So Rajkumar, see, if you want to prepare for a data analyst job, then you need to be fluent in the programming that the particular job description is about. See, because here data analyst is a position, is a kind of a job role where we can have data modeling as well included in it. If it has to be job description based, if your JD is more into Excel and SQL, NoSQL analysis, then that will completely differ from what data science and model building is. Okay, data modeling part is. So if the job description says what talks about more about model developing, and it's more like a visualizations. Then Tableau is the one that you have to go for initial stages, then Power BI, then data science model building part. I hope that I've answered your question, Rajkumar. And how many projects you have done is what our Chari is asking you, some uh, Sushant.
Two projects. I have done two projects.
Okay, and another
One was
question
agri-magnet,
is, yes, Agrimark, and the second project is yours?
battery breakdown analysis, Jamil.
Battery breakdown, yes, yes, battery
Yeah.
breakdown, EV battery breakdown, yeah, like electric
Yes.
vehicles, battery breakdown.
Yes, Jamil.
Yes, 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 that was also done recently, like,
Yeah, just 1 week back.
yes. Yes. So there's another
Yeah.
question coming from Santosh Reddy. He is asking, is it necessary to know more about deep learning for a beginner like him? So, so you're also a beginner, right, Sushant? So did you focus on deep learning much? Like, if you have done, so at what extent of deep learning you have learned?
I know the concepts of deep learning.
Hmm.
I learned it after my assignments during our project research, and
Okay,
even that
so
is also important. We need to have an idea of
mhm.
deep learning as well.
So it was more or less like you completed your data science course, and then you worked on your Python skills, and then you started with your projects. And meanwhile, you have already again improved on your Python, and then parallelly we're also researching about deep learning concepts, right? So
Yes, Jamil.
yes, as we speak, we do have a lot of you know what I can say, deep learning videos on our own YouTube channel. So done by Mr. Barani and Mr. Sharat. So guys, if you're interested, then you can watch our channel where you have all these deep learning AI videos for free. You can just watch those videos. It's clearly explained by Mr. Barani. It will be helpful for you as well. So I do usually watch those videos. So one more question is coming from Eliza Rahman. He is asking, is Kaggle solving help to get job or build a profile?
Okay.
What do
Yeah, it
you
helps in
suggest,
both.
Sushant?
It helps in both of them actually. When we
Hmm.
solve projects and challenges in Kaggle, we can also include them in a resume.
So,
It will add a
Sushant,
weight.
if
Yes, Jamil.
sorry to interrupt you once again, I'm really sorry.
No. Yes.
If I ask you the data sets that are available in Kaggle and the assignments that we have, how much would you rate these two? Like, if you compare the data sets in assignments and the Kaggle data sets, so which do you feel are more tricky or more hard to go for?
I find both of them equally challenging, Jamil.
Hmm.
Because solving assignments was my first task. There were a lot of harder than Kaggle.
Hmm.
It was during my initial stages now. So assignments
Yes,
used to
yes.
look very tough. And
Hmm.
after completing my assignments, I stepped into Kaggle to solve some more, cases.
To get more data sets, to get your hands more dirty in data science, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see, the thing is, the data assignments are hard. The reason is we want you to make, tougher in analyzing the data, right?
Hmm.
So that was our main prior intention. Rather than scaling, it was more like engaging you with, data so that you think and, think in analytical way. You start to think as a data scientist. So that was our main idea here. So I think that was somewhere helpful to you down the line when you were, doing the Kaggle data sets as well.
Yes, Jamil. My experience with
So
assignments helped me.
yes, yes, yes. So there's one more question coming. If you would like to take this question, may I know how many rounds of interview you have gone through? Yeah, Varakumar, I think this was answered in his talk. It was 2 rounds of interview that he has gone through. One was a pure technical round. Yes. Yes. So one more question I would like to take from the YouTube is by Syed Fahad. He says, "What does an interviewer expects from us? Like, do we need to know all the topics?" Yeah, I think this is an interesting question coming from Syed Fahad. What do you suggest, Sushant? Were you prepared with all the topics?
uh, I I knew all the topics very basics. I was strong in some topics. I wasn't strong in some topics. Even though I have learned some interview point of view, I learned all the things that I can from when an interview asks about a particular concept. I could answer him uh, at least some basic stuff if I can't answer about that topic.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have seen this as well by other participants. See, the we cannot predict the the what question that
Interview.
might be asked in an interview, right? He can go in directly into statistics and be focused on statistics. So some
Hmm.
people will be more interested in what projects they have with their hand. So if the project what you have done matches, then they'll stick to only that part, and they might ask you more questions on that, like one your forecasting project that you have discussed. So he was more interested in the forecasting. Maybe the project that they are getting is mostly on forecasting, right? So it depends on interviewer to interviewer. It's good to have, or good to make notes for each and individual topic, like do a revision once again, write down the important points that we have, right? Like the mind map that we have, that will also give you some information about the different packages that each and every module has, right? So one more question is coming from data cleaning is 70% of data science projects, question mark. What do you say, Sushant? Is saying over like EDA part is 70% of data science projects, like he's asking us.
Yeah, EDA is important. Based on that, we'll know which model to choose. And not 70%, I give it 30% because much time will be looking into collecting data and deciding variables.
Hmm. Like the one we has seen in the EV project, right?
Yes, Jamir.
Yes. So to keep it in good sense, I would say Rajkumar. See, business problem is given by the client, and you are supposed to come up with proof of concept in initial stages, what variables that you choose. So the concepts that you learn in your data types EDA module that we have, that is actually helping you to understand the different variables, what kind of variables to choose for your analysis, right? So more or less most of your time goes in collecting your data, cleaning the data, checking for all the secondary univariate or binivariate analysis, and then preparing the data for the model. It takes a lot of time. Model building is something you quickly can be done once your data is 100% correct. So I hope that has answered your question. And what are the other sources we can do practicing the Python and can include in our resume? I had a gap of 1 year, so I want to add the practicing in my resume. So can we, Sushant, can we add a hacker rank on in our resumes? Will it help? So
Yeah, it
did
will
you
help.
add in your resume?
Yeah, I have added HackerRank certification in my resume, Jamil. I think it
Okay,
also
wonderful,
played a
wonderful.
crucial role.
Yeah. So yeah, what we are doing is we are also coming up with an exam like we have in HackerRank. So our team is developing an app-based exam for Python and for interview questions as well. So that is in testing phase. I hope by next month it will be released in the app stores, both in iPhone app, for Apple and Android, both versions. So we are more or less it will more like practicing your Python as well as practicing your interview questions. So yeah, you can go with HackerRank for now if you want to practice more and get the grades from the HackerRank as well as suggested by Sushant as well. Other domain experience of any value. Other domain experience, see, it is because Sushant is not going to able to handle because he's a fresher, so he doesn't have any other domain experience. Uh, so I would like to answer this question, Sayed Hamir. Other domain experience, yes, it is going to be useful in a sense, like if you're applying for a company where they have that domain requirement. Now you can ask digital marketing. If you take an example, if you have a little bit of experience in digital marketing and you've also done data science and AI, so they might hire you because they already know that you are a person that is coming from digital marketing, and you can better understand the terms and variable names, like what terms are being used in that marketing field or marketing domain, right? So that can be helpful for you, right? So but the data science, the course that we offer is more into generic data science, which can be applied in all domains. And the data sets and assignments, if you're already a team already a student of us, then you already know that these data sets and that are being given coming from different industries as well. So I hope Sayed Amar was able to answer that query. Data preparation takes more time than model building, right? Yes, data preparation will definitely take more time, will take more time, Rajkumar, because the thing is your data has to be exactly correct as to what the business objective is, right? Once your data is 100% correct, then model building is gonna take only a week or 2 weeks of time to get the right model, and doing hyper tuning, parameter tuning, all those things can be done, right? So it takes time. It takes time. Right? If you have any other questions, then do let me know, Rajkumar. Yeah, my name is Santosh. My name is Jamil. Uh, I'm a mentor and a trainer at 360. Otherwise, will be treated as freshers. So I won't recommend you to put it as a fresher. You can say in IT you have 2 years of experience, but in data science you have 1 year of experience, right? Because you do projects from us, you gain an experience in right. You gain an experience in intern. So you can say you can have a year of experience in data science, and you can showcase your previous experience as well, right? So why you don't want to show it when you have worked it, right? You can, but it's not going to harm your profile. So if the person, the way you present them, the way you let them, make them understand how you're putting your resume in front of them, then that would matter more. That would weigh a lot than not showcasing them what you have done previously, right? Yeah. Any other questions, team? Please do ask. So, what is your goal, Sushant, the next 5 years? Like, I know you stepped into data science, career path. Couple of years, 2 years or 3 years. What do you plan? Like, do you want to go overseas and work there, or you have any other plans? Getting married might be one of your priority
No,
plan now.
no, Jabil.
So like,
For now, I just want to gain experience in this field.
yes, yes. So you want to gain experience and then change. Uh, Probably you might be the same company, or probably you might look for more opportunities.
Yeah, we can't say about that, Jabil. Yeah. That
Yes, yes.
it will happen at that time. We'll see that at that time.
So what are the best platforms to search for junior data scientist roles for freshers? See, Santosh, the best platforms, one of the main one is your Naukri right now, because you can share your resume, you can upload your resume in the Naukri, and you can see the profile performance of your resume. What is the profile performance? Check, keep 5 to 6 different resumes on your Naukri, okay, and then keep checking, okay, what was the performance of this resume, whether it's working or not. Then go with the other resume, then to go with the third resume, whichever is having more performance, then you stick with that one. And you also have Indeed. cutshot.io is one you can go for. Cutshot.io is the one if you want to make a note of it. It's a AI based application for to search for jobs. These are where you can find fresher jobs, and also I would recommend Indeed. And if you want to join as an intern, then Internshala is where you can look for intern jobs as well. Strong EDA, Python skills, statics, which model to use for the project. This knowledge enough to crack interview. See, it depends on the project, Rajkumar. Which project you are doing, uh, it depends on what business objective you have. Okay, at the initial meeting, the client will make it clear like what you'll be doing. Depending on that, it can be a classification problem or it can be a forecasting problem. Okay, so depending on that, your EDA should be good enough, and the model building part should also be good enough. So we cannot say 50% of this or 50% of that, but as you jump into the project, you start to learn more. Okay, you have a team discussions. Few people will come up with new ideas. You will come up with new ideas, right? They might come up with a new package, right? You will come to know about automated ADA that's available online, so you can use those automated ADAs as well. So once you join in the project, if you're dedicatedly working towards it, then you will be able to finish that project, right? So all is required. I wouldn't say only 20% of this knowledge and 20% of that. That is not how it works. In the interviewer, he will be asking about the projects that you put in your resume. Okay, so those projects that you put, you have to be 100% sure about those projects. Okay, you have to top to bottom. You have to be 100% sure about those two projects. Whatever you do, 2 or 3 projects or 4 projects. Okay, once you give them enough information about those projects, and whatever the questions they ask will be related to those projects, and after these two projects, if they're asking you more questions, then you can assume that they'll be hiring you soon. Okay, because if they'll be interested on those two projects and they're asking you more questions on those projects, it'll take you more than 45 minutes. And if he's going with other models, then there is like a 30% chance that you'll be getting hired soon with this company, right? He's interested in you. He's interested to know more about you. He's interested to know more how much technically you sound, right? So that will be like a positive sense. So you can say my technical round has gone good. I can expect a second technical round soon, right? So the projects that you do involve in those projects, if you are with us, and do not take it lightly that okay, NLP, I will not do it. I'll do predictive analytics only, or I'll do only this and that. Don't do in such cases. If there is some personal reasons, okay, but I would strongly suggest for NLP projects, right? So Sushant, any final words? I am really happy for you. I'm known you from a long time. Really happy for you. Congratulates you once again from all the team of 360 digit MG.
Thanks, Emil.
And I hope to see you in a much better positions in the near future as well.
Thank you, Jamil.
Okay. Yes, so if there are no questions from the online team from the YouTube, then so we can wind it up here. So what do you say, coordinators Nathan and Manish? Are there any questions coming up?
In YouTube, we don't have new questions.
Okay, okay then. Sushant, thank you for joining. Sushant, thank you for giving your time, valuable time, and sharing your experience, your journey along with us, how it helped you to get a job as a junior data scientist, and hopefully you'll be getting changing to senior data scientist soon.
Thank you, Jamil.
Right. Thank you, Sushant. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Jamil. You too.
Yes, thank you, team. Thank you, team, joining online. Thank you very much for joining the session. I hope you guys to do the same interview with you guys soon. So keep learning and keep exploring more things. And soon I would like to do interview with Chari and Rajkumar and Syed Amer, Santosh Reddy, so all of these people. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Sushant. Have a nice day.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jamil.
we can wrap up, Manish.